Val Venus's gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Yeah.
He's out there making love.
Well, I mean, technically, Val Venus took Rob Van Dam's gimmick first with the weed thing, right?
That is true. It's tit for tat, eye for an eye, baby. These guys have completely swapped. Who's who? I just don't know.
They're just gonna merge into one human.
What if Freaky Friday is real and it happened and we just didn't hear about it?
Is Matt Riddle their love child?
That could be. Could be. He's a bro. Well, somebody who is Matt Riddle is definitely not going to be an Impact main eventing this Tuesday, Pasty, because this Tuesday, history will be made when the Impact World Heavyweight Championship is defended by Tessa Blanchard against Taya Valkyrie in the main event of Impact on Axis.
Swing.
Yes, folks. The significance of this is that this is the very first time. This isn't one of those WWE for the first time ever when it's happened 7 times or whatever. No, legitimately, this is the first time ever that a major world championship is on the line between 2 female wrestlers in a promotion that isn't female only. So that's kind of huge. Talk about the female empowerment movement and all of that. Impact was always the front runner of that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as an intergender brand, you can definitely say Shimmer, Stardom, Shine, Women Uncensored, all of that. Obviously, they were promoting women's wrestling forever, but those are female-only brands. This brand who have showcased men their whole existence really has stepped up for decades as showing that women are just as important as the men on the show.
It's awesome. This is going to be a good match.
I'm excited for it. I'd watch it for the Knockouts
I'm surprised
title.
it's not a pay-per-view.
I'd watch it for just to watch it in a regular match. Yeah, this could easily headline a pay-per-view. But it's cool. I like this. I'm excited for it. Good for them. I love Taya Valkyrie, but I think Tessa, she fought hard to win it from Taya, and I think, or not to win it from Taya, I'm sorry. She fought hard to win it, and Taya recently lost her title that I really don't want to see Taya beat Tessa for it. I think that would really make Tessa look weak.
Although, can I see Taya fight Sami Callihan?
I would have fun with that.
That would be
a good match.
That would be awesome.
Very good. Very, very good.
Very good. I guess it's time for coming and going. And so we will begin the trend. On Wednesday, it was announced Lance Archer has signed a multi-year contract with All Elite Wrestling. It's believed that former WWE, TNA, and
the New Jew?
Yeah, Goldberg. The New Japan Pro Wrestling star will make his debut on next week's show. Woo!
Oh, good for Lance Archer. That's he seems to always have work. I'm not a big fan of his. I think he's a solid but mediocre talent. I think he's somebody that's just always going to be there, and he deserves the spot he's at. But not everybody can always be main eventers, and you can't have only main eventers in your promotion.
And there's a lot of young guys in All Elite Wrestling right now that probably don't deserve the mid-card spots they have and need to be able to move a little bit.
And I think that a lot of the young guys there could learn from Lance Archer because he's been around forever. He's been around for almost 20 years. He was in TNA damn near at the very beginning, I know. And he's, like we said, he's been everywhere from New Japan, TNA, WWE. He was I believe, and I'm thinking here, and I'll have to maybe look it up to double check, but I think he was IWGP US champion for a while, which is was nothing to shake. The United States Championship, which is new, but definitely has prestige to it, I think.
Yeah,
I could be making that up.
I think he's even as not a in-ring talent would be good for the company just for the wealth of knowledge and the experience he has in professional wrestling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Any backstage role.
I would agree. Somebody who's had a hard time backstage, though, Pasty. Woo! It's been a rough backstage for this feller.
God, man, injury after injury, derailing his career. I'd do drugs, too.
So,
WWE announced on
Tuesday, hey, stepping on my lines.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I read the last one. You talked so long after the fact.
On Tuesday, WWE had announced that they suspended Samoa Joe for 30 days due to his first violation of the WWE wellness policy, effective February 24th. It was reported earlier this month by WrestleVotes that more WWE wellness policy suspensions would be coming, and they strongly indicated that Joe was possibly being suspended. But then it was reported by PW Insider that WWE sources what is it? They very vehemently denied it. I don't know.
Vociferously?
Yeah, it's a word I don't know. Anyways, they denied it. Let's just say they denied it. I took that from PW Insider's report. So that's their word, not mine. Anyways, they denied that Joe was being suspended, which wasn't exactly a lie, as he was still technically working at the time and hadn't officially been suspended yet. Kind of a gray area. You know how WWE is.
Yeah.
But it would appear that WWE already knew of the suspension in early February, although it was noted on Wrestling Observer Radio that the creative team in WWE didn't find out about the suspension until it was announced on the website when the rest of us did. Not that would affect them much, as he's been out with an injury. So there's been a lot of speculation about what it may or may not be. And
yeah, what would he do? What would he do? You think it'd coke?
Well, I know that there have been rumors in the past, and now, of course, after this, they've surfaced about Joe doing being a pot smoker, smoking his pot.
Yeah, but you don't get suspended for that anymore.
See, people say that, and people say
that's
that,
what
and that's
it's in WWE's wellness policy. We've looked it up on the show.
No. Hold up. See, that's now you're talking like Dave Meltzer and just saying things because you want to say them.
No, we've looked it up on the show.
The truth of the matter is, no. Oh my gosh, this guy. So, yes, in their wellness policy, it states if you get tested for drugs and you fail for marijuana, it's like a $500 or $200 fine or something like that.
$2,500,
that is true.
Actually.
So that is true. Not denying that. But saying that you can't get suspended for smoking weed is wrong, because, as we reported a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, Joe was doing a commercial for WWE and got injured in a bad spot doing the commercial. Now, if you are injured,
I suppose,
outside of the wrestling ring, and you get tested and find out that you were on a substance while you were doing that, you would definitely get suspended. That's an insurance thing. That is nothing. So it could be marijuana. I'm not even claiming it is. I just want to go out there because there's a lot of people saying what you were saying, Paige, that, well, you can't suspend him because he's smoking weed. Yeah, you can. You 100% can if he was injured on the job.
Because of it, yeah.
Yeah, so it could be that. I don't think that it's that. My guess is it's probably a prescription that he didn't get to them in time like so many others do. Or it could be anything. You know, I mean, who knows?
He's a guy who's been wrestling for a long time. Even pain pills that were not prescribed to him could get fucked up, right?
Exactly. So, you know, if he's even if he's not getting a high off them, if he's taking pain pills.
And he's been injured left and right, so yeah, pain pills would just make sense, right?
Horribly
like,
injured. Breaking a thumb, 2 concussions. The man is never getting another push in WWE. I can almost guarantee you at this point, which is super sad.
Yeah, he should just take the announcer job if he's going to stay with the company. Yeah, but he wants the money WWE offers.
He does. And
AEW would pay him well, though. I think he'd make decent pay at AEW.
He's not getting younger. So there you go. Poor Joe. He's gonna let's see,
a hardcore match with Samoa Joe and Jon Moxley on AEW would be so nice.
That'd be badass. So he could theoretically be back in time for WrestleMania. That's if he's medically cleared to return by WrestleMania. There's still that looming overhead too. So
I mean, suspending him, even if it's not a real suspension and they just said it was, or if it is, or they just used it as a thing, because this fucking Seth Rollins, Murphy, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe shit was going nowhere and spinning its wheels in the mud. And if this was a way to just get that out of the way, that's okay with me too.
Yeah, probably the best thing.
Like Roman Reigns' cancer.
So sad. Not sad, pathetic.
And now he's getting a push for WrestleMania again. We'll see if the experiment worked.
I don't think it will.
No, he's already getting booed.
Exactly.
And I thought there was a chance with Goldberg beating The Fiend for the championship. You'd think Goldberg would be getting the heavy boos. But Goldberg didn't even come out and talk shit or nothing. He just came out and he's like, "Hi, guys, who's next?"
Plus, you know what? I think that Goldberg was gone long enough and Roman Reigns was shoved down everybody's throat in the not too distant past.
Yeah.
I think the average WWE fan, the common viewer, if you will, probably likes Goldberg more than Roman Reigns. He's not down your throat. He is a badass. He's presented amazing. He has, the numbers to back it up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, and if it's not injuries or suspensions, it's injuries. And we've got an injury report to report to your tortoise. 72-year-old Killer Tom Brooks has been battling cancer for quite a while now, and we're about to find out who the real killer is, and has entered hospice care due to it.
See, this is what real cancer looks like, kids. None of that Roman Reigns shit.
Brooks was involved in memorable matches and angles in Detroit's big-time wrestling, Georgia wrestling, and world-class wrestling, just to name a few territories. He founded the North American Wrestling Allegiance Training School in Tejas, which is still open today and is now owned and operated by some of his former students, whom the Steiner brothers had recently smashed the bones of.
Right? And sodomized with Sharpies.
Bang TV!
You gotta love it. Oh, in all seriousness, though, we do
Don't
wish
touch
the
the Dippin' Dots! It takes on a whole new...
Whoa, those Dippin' Dots. Woo, something else, buddy. Now we know what he was all excited about. Starting to come together. We do wish the best for Tim Brooks.
Yes.
We hope for either a full recovery, which at 72 seems, I'm not even going to, we don't sugarcoat it here. Seems unlikely. If nothing else, we hope for either a quick and or painless passing,
Yes.
Just as pleasant as can be possible, which I don't know how possible that can be.
Maybe hold out till 420 and get some of Rob Van Dam's strain.
I think he deserves it.
Yes.
I think we should get a GoFundMe going.
Should
just
we
for
start a
Killer
GoFundMe?
Tim Brooks,
So
RVD.
Killer can smoke RVD's weed.
It's what he would have wanted. Don't ask him.
If
Don't
he
ask
dies
him.
beforehand, we'll just have him send it to my house, okay?
I think it's what he would have wanted. Again, don't ask him. Don't ask him. But somebody who knew what they wanted was Vince McMahon. And no, Vince McMahon is not on the injury report, but author Clive Cussler is, because
Legendary
he passed away.
author.
Legendary. He passed away at the age of 88. And the title of his book, Raise the Titanic, inspired Vince McMahon to name his company Titan Sports, as he loved the name when he saw it on the book.
He had
This
never
is
heard
so
about the
much
shit
Vince
the
McMahon.
Titanic.
Yeah, this is so Vince McMahon. Not only is it like, I don't know that it's the first time he's ever heard that,
Yeah.
but then it's like he takes it and he doesn't even use the Titanic name, but a portion of it. He takes the ick off, which, of course, Titanic is in reference to being Titan-like. But if he didn't know what it was, like, he's just like, raise the Titanic. Titan Sports. Like, that's so Vince McMahon. I don't know how he gets
It's Vince McMahon. It's also Donald Trump. This is what I'm saying.
Very much. Very much. And you know what? You brought up Trump twice now, so I'm going to have to say it. We try not to be political. And I'm not a fan of
joke. I'm taking the shot.
I'm not a fan of Trump's politics. Everybody knows how I feel. And that's neither here nor there. But I don't shit on anybody just because of what their political parties are, and I give everybody credit where it's due, whether I like them or not. Let's give a big shout out to Donald